I thought I'd just show you this. This is a big box, as you can see, and it's full of resin kits. As you know, I'm a bit of a eBay hound, and I get really good deals as long as you look for them on eBay. And this is a collection of resin kits, some of them dating back 6 to 7 years or so. I do like resin kits a lot. I just don't build them very often. So let's have a look inside, see what's in here. I know there's one kit in here that I put in about 6 months ago, the newest one. So let's have a look inside. So, big box. What I'll do, what's the best way to do this? Well, that's the kit I just bought 6 months ago or so. And it's from Century Castings, who, if you look on eBay, are really, really good. I do like Century Castings a lot. And it's a UFO, beautifully molded. Molded, is that the word? Cast, that's the word. And really dying to actually make that. It looks cool. In fact, I've got a notification on it on YouTube from the maker. I can't remember his name. Jackson, I think his name is. And I have to say, it's beautifully made. It's got all the figures inside. Wasn't very expensive. It's good value. That's a great thing about them. So that's one. What else have we got in here? Well, we've got a bag. Oh god, what's in there? So we've got. Can you see that? I'm using it at a weird angle. I do apologise. The Expanse. So I've read the books. I really enjoyed the books, the Expanse books. If you get the chance to read them, they're great. And this is the RESIN, which is a 3D printed kit, so it's really light. I'm not really into 3D printed kits because the actual resolution of the mould, if you like, or of the printing is pretty poor. It's a bit of a shame, but there we go. But yeah, the RESIN. They are much cheaper than resin kits, of course. What else? Oh, let's get these loose ones out. I can't remember what's this one. It's a gun. Sorry about the lighting. I'm having to use the spare room because it's the only place I've got. I have some extra room. Oh hey, how about that? It's the gun from, he says, trying to think of where it's from, Battlestar Galactica. I believe. It's a resin one. It's second hand. I think I took as much. He only had the primer on, but it was flaking away. So had to take the primer off. But it's a 1-for-1. Doesn't have a doesn't have a trigger, unfortunately. But never mind. That's the way it goes. But it's pretty good. It's very impressive, isn't it? Look at all the detail. Nice casting. And all it needs is a repaint and a trigger, of course. So that's cool. We'll have to do that one day. What's this one? What is this one? And this one is a he says. I'm not. It's a ship. It's another. Is it Battlestar? No, it's Buck Rogers, of course. Not the Viper, obviously. But again, I think I bought it like this from a sale, like a hobby sale type thing. It's a pretty nicely made resin kit. I think it's all been put together and somebody's tried to take the paint off here and there. But that looks cool. I actually forgot I had that entirely. Well, that's cool. I like that. So nice to know it's there. I sort of vaguely had an idea. I thought I'd sold it actually. Hope somebody isn't waiting for a delivery that's a few years late. Another Century Castings model. This one's the upside down, the Comlock from Space 1999. It's the actual lock that locks the doors, and also it's a communicator, so it has a TV at the top there. Nice. As I say, this guy makes some really nice stuff. Really nice stuff. and quite reasonably priced, as I said before. All the stuff in here. It's not a big kit. Great, nice, I like that. Have to build that one day. Oh, here's one. This is actually a vinyl kit, as you can see. I think I've put it in here because I'm just not into the subject that much. It's from, oh, what's it from? It's the ABC robot from the movie, and I'm sure you're all shouting at the screen at the moment. Ah, God, oh, Judge Dredd, the movie. With Sylvester Stallone. Okay, people moan about the movie, and yes, the humour is absolutely awful. But I like Sylvester Stallone movies, like that, and I thought it was pretty good. I thought he was a good judge. What can I say? So I really put this in there because lots of parts. I like vinyl. I've only built a few vinyl kits. This one, I'm just not really into it. So anybody out there would like this, would like to do a swap or something, let me know. I wouldn't mind a vinyl kit of Una from, oh, is it Una? Hang on. Brain's going again. It's not good, you know. Is it an anime TV show that I used to like years and years ago? I'll think of it later on. It'll probably come up on screen. If you see it on screen, that's what. If you fancy doing a swap for anything for that one, let me know. Right, let's go for yet another Centuries casting kit, and it's one of the first ones I ever bought. This one's Century Castings Moonbase Alpha. It's the actual Moonbase. Quite nice, a bit rough here and there, but you know, lots of pieces. Quite a small scale one, which is really good because the Moonbase is quite large. So yeah, cool. That's good. Let's have a look at. Oh, here we go. This is one of the most expensive kits I've ever bought. It's Dewey Drone from Silent Running, the movie, and really nice kit. I don't know why I haven't built this. I think it's because I spent so much money on it, and I don't usually spend a lot on it. I try to get a deal, and this is pretty large scale, as you can see, of Dewey Drone. It looks cool. I wonder if it's got a picture of it made up in here. It's just got the parts. Picture of the parts. I'll see if I can put a picture up on the screen now of what it might look like. Whether that will work is another story. But that's a pretty expensive kit. I think it cost me about £80 of thereabouts, which for me is ridiculously expensive. I don't normally spend that much. Onwards and upwards, we have a Star Trek kit. Cool. And it's of a hand and pistol phaser. Hand and pistol phaser. I don't know what that means. Oh, I've got some tape on it. Alright, I have to peel the tape off a bit. Have a look inside. Oh, it's that way opening. There we go. I don't think I've ever looked inside this for more than 5 minutes, but let's have a look at that. So, it's very heavy, and it's got the extra part that goes on top of the phaser, the hand bit. I'll put that tape back on. So that's cool. Don't know what, it's 1:1 scale, obviously. A Thunderbird kit. This is a commercial one by Shed Models, and it's Thunderbird 3, which is my favourite Thunderbird. Well, maybe Thunderbird 4 is my favourite, but all the bits and bobs are in there. Difficult to see because it's all in bubble wrap. Don't know what scale it is. But more detail than the toys anyway, which is the main thing. So that's okay. Well, mate, put that back in there. What's this one? Okay, this is a DS9 Bajoran phaser 1:1. I don't really actually remember the Bajoran phaser from the show. But there we go. It's in orange. It's cast in orange, which is kind of unusual. Heavy as hell. really, really chunky and heavy. It's got some extra bits and bobs in there. I think that cost me about £30. It wasn't huge, not an enormous outlay. Let's have a look down it. Ah, everybody knows what that is. Tron game tank. And a bit more tape. There we go. Open up. This is 1/72nd scale. Oh, tape just came off. Oh. Live video, man. Well, not live exactly, but you know what I mean. And it's huge. This is a 1/72nd scale tank, and it is. I mean, look at the tread. Let me get it out. That's how big the treads are. It is enormous, but the great thing about it is that in this little bag full of bits and bobs and the gun and the turret and all that sort of thing, if you look very carefully, I don't know if you can see, the lighting in here isn't great, are the actual light cycles. And I thought about doing a diorama just with the light cycles separately. It's a nice little extra to throw in there into a kit. So that's cool. Next. Oh, this is weird. This is a Bricari Cruiser. It's a Wonderfest 2008 model. I think somebody was building this and they had a hell of a job getting it right with all the sanding and stuff. The actual, I don't remember this from a TV show either, but this was quite cheap. I think it was having a hell of a job, and I can't remember who it was. I think it was John Forsyth who built this and had one hell of a job just getting it right, and it was a bit of a labour and not of love. Oh, that's a light one. This is Destination Space. Oh, Lunar Lander. So this is all sealed up, so I won't unseal it. It's quite light, so it can't be very big, and there it is there. Just somebody's garage kit, which is a great thing about resin kits, I find. Somebody decides, get some resin, do a bit of this, bit of that, and they come up with a model, and sometimes it's fantastic, and quite often it's rough as hell, but there we go. What's this one? This one's sealed as well. It's the Alpha Moonbase Type 1 laser tank. I think I got this on offer from a website that does a lot of these sort of kits with lots and lots. I'm trying to think of the name of them. Here's my brain going again. I'll put it on the screen if I can find it. If you pop into that website and you alter a resin model of something, Thunderbirds or Stingray or anything of that sort of thing, they have them there, and they're cheaper than eBay. Which is good. Nice to have something cheaper than the eBay these days. And I forgot to put the tank instructions back, but we'll just put those down there by the tank. Did we do that one? What's this big one? Oh yeah. Here we go. Can you see that? Trying to get it on screen. That's a weird angle, this, you see. This is the 1:1 scale pistol from Space Above and Beyond, which I quite enjoyed the show. It only lasted one season, I think. And this is the M70 Marine pistol. Nice and heavy. Again, a garage kit, so it's just in a cardboard box. Nothing much. But I fancy doing that one, strangely. Drawn to that one. And then down it. Wow. Another light one. This one is the Hawk Fighter from Space 1999. You can tell I do like the Jerry Anderson stuff. This is now a plastic kit, so you can buy this in a plastic kit. I think it's about £30–40 or so, which is a bit expensive. But this is the resin version, so it's probably easier to buy the plastic kit. And then we have the big one. This is heavy as hell. What is this? This is Project Sword Nuclear Booster, 24 inches long. Wow. Again, the garage kit that somebody made and just comes in the big box. But I think I'll just put a photograph of what that is. I mean, Project Sword is from the 60s. I think it was a Jerry Anderson project which didn't happen or something. And as you can see, it's a tiny little ship, but attached to this enormous booster to get the thing to Mars or wherever. So there we go. All good fun. Hopefully, anyway. Now I have to get all this stuff back in again. Not the easiest thing to do. As a always interested in swappies, if anybody's interested, especially with that. Where's that vinyl kit? That vinyl kit there. I'm not really interested in building it, so it'd be good to get a button. This is like Tetris now. I'm tetrifying myself. How do I get that in there? How did it go in there in the first place? Oh, down. There we go. That can. I always like Tetris. There we go, and we've got the resin kit. There you go. No, the resin kit's the Battlestar Galactica blaster, and we've got the fuck Roger's ship, and the Rosamante from The Expanse. It was a TV show as well. The TV show wasn't too bad, but the books were better by a long way. And there we go, that's my big box of resin. And this isn't counting the stuff I started but not finished, so yeah, all worked out. I thought I'd show it off. Why not? It'll go back. In fact, this is going to go under the stairs. It was in the loft. Get that in there. It was in the loft, but it was a bugger to get down. So I need somewhere I can just get at it easier. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that. And remember, you need to be creative, fun, and a bit different. And I'll see you soon. Bye.